Do you want to create a life where you get to do something you love and make good money doing it? Are you in a job you don't like? Do you want to transition into doing something you truly love and make money doing it? Then this is the video for you. Hey guys, it's John sitting here in the studio drinking my fabulous cup of John's Joe coffee. This channel runs on coffee, and the way that works is if you start buying your coffee that you're going to drink anyway from John's Joe, the proceeds from that coffee actually allows me to continue making these videos. So just wanted to hop that on there. I want to talk to you about your current reality versus your dream reality. You know, when you look at where most people feel stuck, they feel stuck in the job they're in. They do so because they're married to the money that comes in from that job. They look at their career and they go, well, I can't leave this because this keeps the roof over my head. I can't do this. I can't do this. And they're in the mindset of can't. They also think of it as this or that. It's either this job or this thing that I want, and there's no in between. Well, the in between is what I would call the transition. A lot of people define themselves by the job they're in. You know, I am a accountant, I am a lawyer, I am a plumber, I am a whatever you are, cashier, whatever it is you are. You define yourself by what you are. And then you also define yourself by your monetary status. You know, I can't afford this because I only have a job where I make minimum wage. I can't do this because if I left this job, which pays me very well, I might not make as much somewhere else. So we define ourselves and we limit ourselves by the amount of money that we are creating at the time and the amount of stability we are perceiving to have. A lot of those issues with that is self-doubt, self-worth, uh, societal or familial expectations, and really a lack of clarity of what you want to do and really create into your life. All of these are based in fears, and fears are just an emotional reaction we overcome. But those fears do not have a definitive outline. They don't have a definitive resolution. They aren't definitive, period. And when you look at the idea of what do I want to do? What do I love to do? It's so interesting. When I do private sessions with people, I run into this a lot. Well, I do this. Do you love it? Well, it pays the bills. Do you love it? I like my job, but that but is always the justification. They're saying, I'm in this job, but I'd rather do that, right? So then I usually ask them, what is it they love to do? What kind of, if money wasn't an issue and you could do anything, what would that thing be? And what is really interesting is you watch them physically change. They go, yeah, I'm in this job where I'm making enough money. I can't leave the job because it makes me so much money. And I said, what would you love to do? Oh my God, I would love to. And then they tell me this story. And the first thing they did was they exhaled. They go, oh my God. Well, that oh my God, that exhale shows that they were in fear and anxiety and stress. And just the mere thought of doing something that they loved stood out as something to let them exhale, let them release their fears and their anxieties. And the interesting thing about those dreams of that other life are they were in that moment. The second I said, what would you do? They instantly felt what it would feel like to do that other thing. They instantly exhaled doing the things. But people think of these things as fantasies, the things that are not possible. Oftentimes they have decided that, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, right? But the thing is you are creating your experience moment by moment. That is something you find in every spiritual text out there. You are literally creating your own reality in your present moment. And the key to unlocking that life that you're dreaming of or that you want to live into is to dive into that belief. What are you truly believing about your present moment? And what is your self-worth? Is your self-worth only what this old career can give for you? Or is your self-worth one of abundance and clarity and, the freedom to do what you want to do in life? Is your life defined by the career you're in or by the life you're headed towards or the life that you are joyfully transitioning into. The thing about this is most people think of this as some sort of dream state that they'll never get to. It's a fantasy. The reality of it is you can create anything in your life. It's very interesting. I was talking to somebody the other day, and she was telling me all about the monetary situation she's in, and this, that, and the other thing. And I asked her what her dream life would be, and she exhaled instantly. And then I showed her a few ways where she could make even more money than she does where she is. But so let go of the idea that that is something that is that you're stuck in. And so, okay, now I'm transitioning into this life that actually makes me more money doing what I love. In her story, she really wanted to be of service to people physically and spiritually through yoga and other things. And she transitioned to this new lifestyle. And it's interesting because until she defined what her dream was, until she defined what her future life could be, and until someone showed her the way that life can make more abundance than the job she's in, she couldn't see it because she was inside of this cage of this business, right? And when you look at it from that perspective, you have to define what it is you want. And then you have to believe that you are absolutely creating it in the now. So the first thing, let's get real clear about what it is you want. Right now, grab a sheet of paper and a pen and write down, what is my ideal life? If I could do what I loved and make a good income at it, don't think about how you're going to make that income yet. Just think about, if I could do anything and be abundant doing it, what would that thing be that I would love to do and feel free doing? Write that down and just look at that page and realize it's not impossible. It's there on paper in front of you. It's tangible. It's on the page in front of you. That's the thing, right? And then once you come to that aspect, ask yourself, would somebody else like to have that kind of life too? Would someone else like to have that kind of life too? Would someone else benefit from what I'm doing? Would somebody else out there, could they learn from what I'm doing? Could they be made better for what I'm doing? Can I affect the world positively with what I'm doing? Write those things down. The next thing you know is you have a thing. You have an idea, a dream in front of you. And that idea now has an audience because you've just defined people who would be interested, right? Now, how do you deliver that thing to those people? There are many ways to do it. You could absolutely, you know, be coaching. You could be teaching what you know. You could be doing workshops and online courses and digital downloads. There's so many things that you could do. You could be going out and creating an organization that helps people, feed the hungry. You could do all kinds of things. If I was a cross stitcher, I would start creating ways to either teach cross stitching or start showing people cross stitching, or going into places like senior centers and stuff and offering classes and get paid to do the classes, and do online YouTube and do cross stitching on YouTube and talk about this, that, and the other thing, and then monetize the channel, get income from that. There's lots of ways to create your dream into reality. But here's where people struggle. They have to overcome the fear of losing what they already have. That's why I talk about, don't think of it as this or that. Think of it as joyfully transitioning into the next aspect, into the next abundant career, doing something you love and helping people and do it as well. Fear is a liar. And what I mean by that is in the present moment, it's just an emotional reaction, but it's an emotional reaction that's something that might happen. So you're actually reacting to something that's not impermanent, that's uncertain. That idea that something is happening now is not where fear lives. It lives in the potential that something might happen. So in the present moment, it's lying to you, saying that it is happening. But the reality of it is you can let go of that fear just by simply letting go of the reaction, and then start creating different scenarios. So no, I'm not going to focus on this thing going bad. I'm going to start focusing on this going very well. And then, when you know that I'm going to say, exhale, let go of the fear, the anxiety that's in your body, because that is how you shut off the primal fight or flight response. But also think about what it is you're creating, who it's going to help, and how it's going to affect people in a positive way. And the more you stay focused on the positive aspects of what you're creating, the easier it is to breathe, because now you're really feeling good about what it is you're creating. The past doesn't feel good. That's why you want to leave. So you're looking at that job and you're going, I'd rather be doing that. I'd rather be doing that. I'd rather be doing that. Well, I'd rather be doing that is declaring that you're doing this instead of that, because you'd rather be doing it instead of I am doing it. And so what I tell people all the time is, don't think of it as all or nothing. Think of it as joyfully transitioning into this new career, and just start doing small things in alignment with this new outcome. Once you have this new outcome started with the small events and the small actions, it starts to grow momentum. It starts to gain power. And what happens is you start to have income coming in. You start to go, oh, that is more income. Then if there's possible, you can possibly go part-time here and start creating this more and more. And as you go, you're going to start to see more and more growth. I tell people all the time, you create a digital subscription service that has people paying you $5 a month. You get 1,000 people paying you $5 a month. What happens? You end up with 5,000 extra bucks a month. That's what happens. And when you do that, you create a new, entirely new outcome. Outcome. And when you do that, you now are looking at this new abundance and you're going, oh, I get 5,000 extra bucks a month. Can I literally start creating a new outcome, a new belief? And when you start doing that, you then start creating a much bigger outcome, a much bigger abundant cycle, right? Um, but the old beliefs become the old career falls to the wayside, because now you're seeing the progress in the area of life of doing something you love. You know, you have to forgive yourself for staying in that situation. Give yourself the love of doing something you love, right? I think of forgiveness as FORE-give. Forgive, to give love first. Give love into what you're creating first. Second thing is get very present. Realize in your present moment, you're here now. The one career doesn't feel as inspiring as this new idea of doing something you love and creating this outcome. So get very present. Realize it doesn't feel as good as that. And recognize, okay, that I am joyfully transitioning from this to this thing that feels better. The interesting thing is, when you're doing the thing that you love, the money's going to come. You're going to figure out a way to have the money come, because when you do what you love, the money does come. It's part of the process. The universe rewards you for doing something you love, because God is love. And when you're doing something you love, you're expressing God into the world. And then take small actions. Take small actions. If your dream life has you at its core as its face, then I would buy yourname.com. Whatever it is your name is, .com. I would get that website bought, right? I would jump on something like Weebly or something like that, and I would create a website. Personally, I like Weebly because it's so easy to use. You just drag and drop, and no, they're not a sponsor. I don't have sponsors except for John's Show Coffee. Thank you very much. But the idea of I like Weebly because I'm an artistic person by nature, so I like dragging and dropping and creating images and doing all those things. I enjoy that process, right? So yeah, so I would, if I was going to be joyfully transitioning, I would have already bought the website, the domain name. I would have already started building the website. I would already have the website published. People aren't going to find it until you start putting things on there, right? If I was going to do something that I needed to, teach online, I would start a YouTube channel right away. Right away. Understand the first few videos you put out are probably not going to be seen by very many. But the more videos you put out, the more people will find you, the more people will be interested in what you're doing. Next thing you know, you're creating income from YouTube ad revenue, right? You can do all kinds of things to make money doing something you love. It's just a matter of not limiting yourself by the belief of something in the past and then taking a small action towards it so you can begin to see results coming in from those small actions. Once those results come in from those small actions, you'll start to find out that your faith grows because you're actually acknowledging the results. As you acknowledge the results, your dreams progress into reality. It's a steady progress into this new lifestyle of abundance, doing something you love. And it all comes down to you believing it and then taking the actions to joyfully transition into it. And act from love, not from fear. Focus on creating something you love and doing something you love, not the fear of losing money from leaving a job, because you're not going to leave the job. You can be joyfully thankful that you have this job to keep a roof over your head while you're joyfully transitioning into the other experience. And you just start doing that. The less attachment, it's interesting, the less attachment you have to the old career, they'll start offering you more money. They'll start because now they don't feel like they have you held. And now they see you as someone who's just calm and cool and doing the job and not and so next thing they're like, we want this person in our business. And they're gonna start offering you more and more and more and more. And it really comes down to you whether you want to go stay in that career doing that thing that you don't like and or going to this new career that's probably more abundant than that job ever could be. If you take actions that are rooted in love and joy, those actions naturally align with the dreams of your life, the things that you want to do. And I love the word enjoy because to enjoy is to infuse something with joy. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm infusing something with joy. Infuse your dream with joy. Infuse your future career that's abundant with joy, and that abundance surrounds your life. And it's understanding that this process of going through it is a process of creation itself. It's not just the outcome. You're actually actively creating this new experience in life. And as you actively create this new experience in life, you have the ability to create something new. As you do that, you're going to find that y- your present moment is the key to all of it. You stay active in the present moment, creating something for the future. I am joyfully transitioning because all dreams, all creations happen in the now. Tomorrow will be what you are today. You have to actively take this day and declare that you are becoming this new thing, or you're creating this new thing. You are enjoying a new life of abundance while doing something you love, and keeping yourself present keeps you out of desire. And desire is the declaration that it's not happening now. So rather than focusing on it not happening now, focus on joyfully transitioning and that give that what is happening now. And next thing you know, you're starting to see those results I talked about. People often talk about gratitude or gratefulness. And the thing is that I like to talk about preemptive gratefulness. I'm preemptively grateful for something in my life. I choose an outcome that's not in my experience now. And I am grateful that it is joyfully coming into my experience. I actually declare my gratitude for it as it's coming into my experience. When I say, "Hey, can I have a cup of coffee?" I say thank you when I know the coffee's coming, right? Gratitude is a present moment experience of being grateful for something that's coming into your life, right? I am preemptively grateful for this outcome being achieved. And that belief in itself is more creative because now you're believing it's being achieved. It actually amplifies the creation and makes your creation come even faster. As you're going through your life and you're deciding you want to transition into something that you truly love, that you want to be completely abundant, realize that you are creating a life doing something you truly love, and you are creating a greater abundance doing it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence in your role as creator. You're the one who's creating your experience. You're the one who's creating your outcome. You're the one who has to clarify what the dream is, release the fear, take inspired action, and embrace the present moment of action, of belief, and of uh, real emotional content, truly believing Not only are you doing that, but you're putting full action towards it. Real emotional content is thought, word, and deed in action. And if you take your thoughts, words, and deeds and you put them in action, you are living into a new creation. I would like to ask you guys if you're in the situation where you would like to transition into another life of doing something you love abundantly, you know, take a single action today. Buy the domain name, start building the website, write down what that is. Just start taking some small action towards it. If you wanted some accountability, just put that dream in the comments below this video. Put that dream in the comments below this video. That way you have it written down not only in your notepad, but also publicly. This is what I am creating. I am creating a life where I get to do this. And you're going to find people in this forum who are going to go, I love that. That's great. I support you. Oh, you do that? Oh my gosh. That's what I've been wanting to find in my life. Maybe I'll join up with your group or whatever it is you're creating. Take this moment, realize that your thoughts, words, and deeds are exactly that. They're yours. And you get to create this outcome in your life that is doing something you love abundantly. But it always comes down to you making a present moment faith statement. I am doing this. I am joyfully transitioning. I am happily creating. I am living a life doing something I love abundantly and sharing that with other people. I am profoundly helping people overcome their stresses and anxieties. I am, I am, I am, I am. You just start with that I am statement and then just start doing things with your thoughts, words, and deeds that will take you to that place. And as you deliver that, you'll find that that life starts to surround you anyway. You're going to joyfully transition because you're going to start to feel more enjoyed. You're going to start to feel more infused with joy as you start to see things come into your life. And that's really the key to this. You start creating and then acknowledge the creation as it comes, and then watch as the money surrounds you. But that's really the key to this. If this video has helped you in some way, if this video has shown you that it's not impossible, it's shown you how you can overcome some fears, how you can break through the idea of that you're stuck in this velvet cage of this job, or that you're lacking a purpose. Find something in your life that you love and create it into your reality until you have that in your hand. Don't give up creating until it's in your hands. And then understand that that abundance that's coming into your life, that you see coming into your life, is something you created, and realize you can take that same creative spirit into every aspect of your life because you are the creator of your experience. And an abundant career doing something you love is just a creation, and you're the creator. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.